Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial showing you my favorite brushes, and this is my favorite brushes. I use these brushes all the time, and I'm going to be telling you what I use these brushes for, exactly what I do with it. Some of these brushes may not be for that particular purpose, but everyone does things differently, and this is what I do when I use these brushes. Also, I may sound a little bit weird because I'm now coming off the flu, so my throat and my voice is a little bit weird, so please excuse that in this video. So let's just go ahead and get started with this video. So guys, the first brush I'd like to talk about is this one right here. It's the Real Techniques powder brush, and this is what it looks like. It's very fluffy. It's my favorite powder brush. It's so soft on the face. It's really big. This is my favorite powder brush right now, and I really enjoy applying my powder with this. What I like about this brush is that it doesn't pack on the powder on your face. It just lightly put a nice layer on your face and sets your foundation very good. So this is my powder brush. This is what I use to apply my powder. It's pretty affordable. It's not a high-end brush or anything like that. So if you are looking for something affordable, this is something that you should check out. For foundation, my favorite foundation brush is this. It's the MAC 187 Dual Fiber Brush. I really love applying my foundation with this. It just stipples everything in, blends it up perfectly and smooth. It's one of my favorite foundation brushes, and it's pretty soft. It doesn't shed too bad, and it's really good. So if you're into brushes to apply your foundation, this is a good one to try out. And it's a MAC 187 again. Also, I find myself kind of moving away from using this to apply my foundation, and now I am dead on loving this little bad boy here. It's a beauty blender. I know it's not a brush, and this video is favorite brushes, but I cannot do a favorite makeup application tutorial without talking about this, because since I started using this, I can't get away and stop using it. It's just perfect for blending out anything. It's perfect for blending out concealers, foundation, setting your under eyes with setting powder. It's good to apply that. It's good to clean up your contour and everything like that. This is something that you would not waste your money on. It's totally worth it. I've tried other dupes for it, and nothing can seem to stand up to the original beauty blenders. So I advise that you guys go out and purchase this immediately because it's amazing. So this is it. It's a little bit damp, but when you soak this in water, it gets huge and it's very bouncy, and it just blends your foundation out so smoothly and so flawlessly. It doesn't look like you have a bunch of foundation packed on your face. I really enjoy this. And with this point right here, it just gets in under your eyes perfectly to blend out that concealer. This is by far my favorite product to apply my foundations and my concealers with. I really love this beauty blender. So apart from that, moving on, to set my concealer, I use this brush here. This is what it looks like. It's the Morphe M438. I really love this brush. This is what it looks like. It's a tapered brush. It's very soft and fluffy, and it just sets your under eye so perfectly. Because of the point, you can get really close to the eye and just sets it. It's smooth. It doesn't leave any lines or wrinkles or anything like that. It's great for applying and setting your under eye. I also use this whenever I'm cleaning up my contour and I apply my setting powder to bake. I also use this brush to sweep away all that excess powder, and it's perfect for that. So this is one of my favorite brushes. I really enjoy it. Next up, for blush, I use this brush right here. It's the Morphe E4. This is from the Elite collection. It's a little bit different than the regular Morphe brushes. I can tell by the texture of it. It's a little bit softer. You guys, if you could feel this, it's really soft. Every time I touch this brush, I'm like, wow, so soft. It just makes me want to put it on my face. And this is the shape of it. I think this brush was originally made to do contouring, but I never use this to contour with. I use this to put on my blush. As you can see, it just fits perfectly right there, and then you sweep away. It just does the job perfectly. It's perfect for applying blush. Sorry, it's perfect for applying blush, and it's my all-time favorite blush brush. It's amazing. You need to go and get one of these. You can get this at a Starlight. I know Starlight recently started selling Morphe products, so you can definitely get this at a Starlight. So go out and get it. It's really nice. You're not going to regret buying this product. And another plus, it's affordable, which is a good thing. Like, I'm so blown away by Morphe because their products are so good. The quality is so good, and it's so affordable. You can't go wrong with these products. So this is one of my favorite brushes. It's the Morphe E4. For contouring, I like to use this brush right here. It's from Nars. It's called the Nars Eater brush. It's a high-end product. It's pretty expensive, but it's worth it because this is what the shape looks like. It's pretty packed in there, and it just gives you the perfect line when you're contouring with, and it blends out perfectly. So if you're a beginner and you're now getting into contouring and highlighting, I recommend that you get this brush because it's very easy. You just put on apply the product to the brush, and it's easy for you to draw a line and blend it out with this product. Other contouring brush, it's a little bit more difficult, but once you get used to it, other brushes become easier for you to use. So I really recommend this brush. It's one of my go-to brushes, and I really enjoy contouring with this brush. For highlighting, I use another Morphe brush. It's the Morphe M501. As you can tell, I really love Morphe brushes. I have all different kinds of brushes, but I tend to always go to my Morphe brushes. This is another tapered brush. It's similar to my setting brush. As you can see them side by side. It's just that this one is a little bit more bigger than this one. This is the perfect highlighter brush. I used to use another brush from Sephora before, but once I started using this brush, I fell in love. I kind of put it on. It picks up just enough product, and it just blends it in perfectly. It blends in your highlight amazingly, and it's affordable, so you can't go wrong with this brush. I really like it for highlighting. Just get in right there and blend everything out. It's perfect. It gets the nose highlight perfect too. It's really great. It's the Morphe M501 again, and this is what it looks like. So let's move on to eyeshadow brushes. I have 3 blending brushes right here that I like to talk about, and they are all from Morphe again. So the first brush is the Morphe M441, and this is what it looks like. The bristles on this brush is a little bit longer. It's fluffy. This is the perfect crease brush. The perfect brush when you're first starting off your eyeshadow and you're applying that transition shade. This is a perfect brush to apply that with. It just blends in everything so seamlessly. This is one of the brushes that I use every time I apply my makeup. I use this brush. It's the perfect brush. I need to get some backups because I know this will always be one of my favorite brushes. The next blending brush that I have here is the Morphe 505. This is what it looks like. This one is not as long as the previous one. It's not as fluffy. It's more defined. Like, you can use this brush to pack on product to darken up that crease. It's more defined. It gets in there, that crease right there, and it blends everything up perfectly. So this is one of my go-to brushes. I really like this for blending. And my last blending brush is from the Elite collection from Morphe. It's the Morphe E22. This is what it looks like. It's very smooth and soft. It blends pretty great. It's just the perfect blending brush. It has a kind of tapered end with a point, so it gets in right in the crease, and it applies the product exactly where you put it. So this is another brush that I like. For my under eye defining brush, what I use to define my under eyes and smoke on my under eyes, as well as my favorite pencil brush is by MAC. It's the MAC 219 pencil brush. I'm sorry if it's a bit dirty right now, but I just use it. A little while ago, I use this brush all the time to do my under eyes. It's my favorite. I've had this brush for a very long time and I never get fed up of it. I never get bored of it. It does its job. It does what it says. It's just a great blending brush for under your eyes. For packing on brush, I just use this one right here. It's a lid brush. It's just a regular brush from Sach Cosmetics. You can get this brush at sachcosmetics.com. I just use this brush to like apply lid color and pack on color. It's great. It's a flat shader brush and this is what I use. And the last brush that I have here is what I use to sculpt my eyebrows. Whenever I do my eyebrows, I use this brush all the time. It's the Urban Decay Naked 2 brush. This is what came with the palette. I know it's to apply shadow, but this brush works perfectly to sculpt your eyes. It's a bit dirty right now because I just used it, obviously. And how I use this brush is that when I do my eyebrows, to clean up underneath my brows, like to highlight underneath my brows with my concealer, I use this side of the brush, the smallest, more dense, flatter side, and it just gives you the perfect line. It just shapes your eyebrows so perfectly, so easily. It's effortless, and I really love this brush for that. And the other side I use to blend out the concealer that I applied underneath there. I use this side to blend it out. It's a lot more fluffier than the other side and it just works perfectly. So this is Urban Decay Naked 2. I really enjoy it. I use this all the time. I can never get away from it. So guys, I think that's all for this video. These are my favorite brushes right now. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gives you an idea of which brushes to buy if you're new to applying makeup and you have no idea what you're doing. These brushes is a good set of brushes to have. It will get you through doing your makeup. And let me know if you all have any questions or comments on these brushes and I'll answer everything. Just leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.